Oh my God, my back. I'm not live. Yes, I'm not. There I am. The narcissistic heavy metal chick from Jersey. All right. Niagara fall into the bottle. Stupid freaking joke, anyway. Okay, here we go. Popped on as soon as I'm getting ready to drown this weekend. But I'm here showing some cyber love. We love our cyber love, don't we? What's up, Jim? I'm doing rocktastic. How about you? Nice to see you here. I appreciate you, Jim. I really do. Robert, I love you and your wife. Did you get my email? Robert? Good, and you gave it to your wife too, right? And tell her too, if she needs to talk about anything, but make sure you guys first text me and say incoming or something like that. You know what I mean? So there's no mix-up. I love you guys and just... Well, behind a weak man, well, I'm not, I shouldn't say weak. Because you've been through a lot. All right? But behind a strong man is a strong woman. And I bet you she doesn't put up with your shit a lot. No, you've been through, excuse me, you've been through a lot, Robert. But now that you have a new home, right, you have goats, I still want my cows. And I want you to name one cow Queenie or Rocket or something like that. Well, tell her I'm behind her. All right. We girls have to stick together, all right? All right, so anyway, let me do my introduction first, and then we'll pray, and then we'll get on to the craziness and chaos and the heat. I'm battling the heat so you don't have to, guys. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, this is Rock Queens, everyone coming at you live from my headquarters in Oklahoma. How's it going? It's Friday night SMACKBACK, where we smack back the negativity and the darkness and with whatever goes along with it. And I'm trying to smack back this heat. And guess who's winning, guys? Anyway. Alright, so you know, when they're out, they're not annoying, and for some people they are. But I find them very relaxing. Because where I was in Jersey, we didn't have that. Yeah, me too. We have something in common. You know what? Here, you want to see? Wait, I don't know if you can see him. There's, I don't know. Can you see him? I can't even know. That's, Lunar. Chillaxing in the heat. I don't know if you can see him, but he should be inside. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I did talk to Rick. He's doing all right. He hates when I do vertical. He's old school. All right. On Monday, his air conditioner broke down. He got fixed up again and whatever. And he did show up like the other night. But he hates vertical. But I thought some men love vertical. I know I love vertical at times. You love the production quality on your computer. I'm going to say this. There's going to be some changes, okay, when it comes to my production. And it has to do with, I'll explain it when I'm on my setup. What's up, Gabby? How are you? I hope you're staying cool. But I love you, not the quality of the show. Well, see, this is the thing, Robert. I try to put on a quality stream for you guys. Okay? Especially when I'm in my WILDFIRE studio. I put myself to a high standard. And when that's not met, I get very down on myself. You know? Thanks, Brett. How are you feeling? So I got notified when you were live, but I wasn't notified. Oh, well, I'm here now. Doesn't matter. Progress rather than perfection. I'm a wannabe perfectionist. Hi, buddy. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to you? Your message is what matters. And yeah, you know, Robert, when you're on my stream, when I'm in my WILDFIRE studios, I have a lot of copyrighted songs on there. But to me, the music makes the stream also. Okay? But like I said, there's going to be big changes, and I'm still deciding if I should or not with certain things. Okay? Are you singing June Carter Cash? I had that CD, actually. Don't tell anybody because I'll ruin my reputation. When Johnny Cash and June Carter Cash passed away within 8 months of each other, I had the CD. And John Carter Cash is doing a lot of things for his family, and he's actually into video production now. You know? And he does wonderful work. He really does. Alright, I'm not trying, Joe, I love your girlfriend, and I wasn't trying to snub you off. And wait a minute, hold on. Alright, so Bunny Boy was like, I'm in and out a lot for medical issues today with labs, which is never fun. I hear you! I hear you, and believe me, it's so fun going to the ER. You know, my husband thinks I go in there for social reasons. Because every time I go in there, it's like, oh, my pain's gone. And I talk to the nurses and everybody's there. It's like, you know, it's like a dinner party, right? But you guys make the Queen's Light Brigade. I don't. I'm just a facilitator. And every day, the Queen's Light Brigade grows and grows and grows. You know what I mean? And it's overwhelming to me because I never really thought this was going to happen. Because a lot of people are so going towards the negativity and the darkness with YouTube channels. And you guys, you encourage me every day to say, see, we're here. We're sick of this bullshit with the negativity, the darkness. All right, and Joe's like, you are responsible for the support system, and thank you for that. I still get taken back by all what you say, you know? I'm just me. That's it. I'm nobody special. I'm like you guys, where I'm just sick and tired of the white noise, the darkness, the demonicness, the spiritual warfare. What's up, Mitch? All right, so for those that want to join me, let's pray. If you are an atheist or agnostic, or it's okay, I understand. The Queen's Light Brigade is spiritual in nature. That's our foundation, and that's why we are the way we are right now at this point. Okay, so let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day where we can all enjoy each other's company, to support each other in every which way we can, whether it be people struggling from addiction, alcoholism, and or mental illness, loneliness, confusion. Let us lift them up so they can feel heard, loved, and understood. God, if anybody in this stream right now is going through a hard time with health issues, with mental health issues, with people struggling with drugs and alcohol and whatever, please let your presence be known. Let your love be known to them to keep them going strong and to protect them in any which way you can. Thank you, God, for another day clean and sober. Without you, I wouldn't be here. And thank you, God, for another day, another opportunity to stream on YouTube so I can share my experience, strength, and hope that others can live a better life, that can enjoy life, because they deserve to be happy as well. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Sorry, cyber hug. Hold on. Cyber love hug. There you go, guys. I love you guys. So, it's 91 here in Rocklahoma. I'm being the heat so you don't have to. And tonight is episode 4 of Friday Night SMACKBACK. Bam! Where we smack away the darkness, negativity, our issues, maybe with addiction and mental illness of any kind. Lunar's our production assistant. He's hanging out here. If you can see him. He's like the Fred Cordova of the Johnny Carson show. Anyway. When people love you, Rocket, it's easier. Holiness 90 what? Yeah, it's and Skip's like it's humid in Michigan. It's everywhere, guys. And next week it's gonna even be hotter. Talk about global warming. I think they did on purpose. Damn Democrats. I'm like, you know. All right, hold on, guys. I have to scroll up. Whoop. Sometimes it's hard, though, Brent. Wait, hold on. Amen to that. I need some prayers, too. I have hope for a better life. Dang Tiny's keyboard. In my father's house, 8 are many mansions. That's right. Hi, Spider, what's up? Hold on. Cyber love hug to Spider Panda or Panda Spider. I hope you guys are staying cool. I love being out here, even if it's hotter than hell out here. Hi, Cherry, what's up? Tappy, what's up? I did something for you yesterday, and you didn't show up. And I was so disappointed. I was gonna have my minions come hunt you down. No, I'm like kidding, all right. I know, it's all right. You work. You know, I'm working right now. But I did something for you, and maybe if you're still here during the show, I'll surprise you. Hi, Jeffrey, how are you? Welcome to Friday Night SmackBack. Bam! Hi, Noid, how are you? Tappy, what do you do for a living, by the way? And Skip is like, I can go swimming in a lake if it's too hot to deal with. We live by Lake Keystone. And it's right by Keystone Dam here. And a lot of people go there in the summer time and stuff. But in recent years, a couple children drowned. Heartbreaking. Oh, you're buffering? I'm buffering, but I don't even have an SOS pad, so how is that possible? Yeah, you do landscaping. Yeah, I know. But it must be hot when you... I mean, I had friends that were roofers and landscaping, and when it gets hot, you know... Do you wear a cheese head when you mow the lawn? I'm just curious, Tappy. Do you wear a cheese head mowing the lawn? Philip! Oh, Philip! Oi, 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 oi! My cousin in Australia. I bet you it's hot, but no, because it's winter there. So, but how are you, honey? Thanks for dropping by. I always appreciate you dropping by. I love you. Cyber lover! Life is beautiful, guys, even though if it's really hot and humid. No! Philip, you're feeling rocktastic today. Rocktastic. Tappy's like, no, I'm not into sports. I don't rock cheese heads or the Packers. My son, this is back when I was in Jersey a long time ago. He used to love Brett Favre. And we live in Jersey. So that tells you about the Giants and the Jets at that time. Oh, all right. Rick rolled. We should have a rocket roll. I'm Rocktastic. Hi, Quick Shoe. Thank you, Noid. We had a storm. It's cool in the Hallowed Garden of the Gods. Well, I'm looking up at the sky right now, and there's a lot of chemtrails. No! I've had these! And, oh, shoot. We were actually going to do a funeral for my glasses. Because it's Friday, it would be like, you know, funeral Friday. But we have other plans for the glasses. Paul, you love the Packers. How do you feel about Brett Favre having Parkinson's, and also there was an investigation of him using COVID-19 funds? Yeah. When I get insurance, I swear. People make fun of my teeth on here all the time. I'm like, whatever. I've had this tooth, right here, since I was 7 or 10. And that's why that's what the stars do. Put veneers on. And that's why they're all white teeth. They don't look natural. Hi, Earl. My name is Earl. Great show, by the way. It used to be. I know. I got one of my first hold on, tooth knocked out in 4th grade, but it's fixed now. Oh, all right, hold on. You made this day a special day by just you're being you. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. I love you just the way you are. Yeah, good song by Billy Joel. My mom used to have that album with Billy Joel back in the 70s. It was the album where he's laying down and looking at a mask. You guys are amazing. You really are. And shit fixed. I hope one of these days I can just, fix my teeth and all that stuff, but I think the autocorrect is getting worse, because when I type things out and I press send, I'm like, I didn't say that. So smartphones are dumb. They're getting dumber every day. Seriously. Oh, Mr. Rogers, I'm thinking, all right. Robert's like, God is in you and God is in me. I love you all. Thank you, Rocket, for this outlet. Makes you trust AI. Hats off to Marge. How are you? Hats. Yeah. Look, I'm sweating here. It makes me look like I'm crying, which I'm not. But, Yeah, they're saying that AI is making us dumber. It's making our kids, our grandkids, dumber. They don't even know how to write anymore. They don't know how to write cursive anymore. Snapple, real fact. Number 259, the original recipe for chocolate contains chili powder instead of sugar. Oh, don't cry. I'm not crying. You are. It's from the freaking. Oh my God! It's starting already. I'm battling this, guys. I'm right. I'm doing sweatingly. You get sweatingly because I'm just. It's sad because I was talking to this was like a couple months ago, all right, and so I was in the hospital for my back, of course, and of course, you know, the receptionist, you know, comes in, so I have to sign papers, you know, for the insurance, all that crap, right? And so she looked to be like in her like 20s, and I asked her about, you know, school, and she said, "Yeah, we don't even know how to write our names and stuff. Everything's AI." Cherry was like, me and my friend's daughter was going on a plane and she couldn't even write cursive because of the schools have taken it out. I don't understand it. You still have to sign documentation, you know, for whatever reason, you know? And I hate when I'm in the ambulance or even at the hospital, they say, "Oh, sign here," and it's like chicken scratch. Philip's like, you can't even trust anything you see on the internet. It could be AI. I agree with that too. Hats off. Yeah, it got up to 97 today here in Fort Myers, Florida. Just finished a heavy thunderstorm. Well, that helps, right? To a certain extent. Robert's like, heads up, sometimes rocket blocks assholes on purpose. And at the same time, nice people accidentally. Yeah, because I get trigger happy. If I'm here, I'll advocate. Sherry Lane is like if you want to buy a house or to get like your idea, your license, like you can't go learn cursive. Cruelty or downright unnecessary meanness will get you flagged. It's scary, this AI. We're just going to make the best out of this crap. I just subscribed to your channel, Robert. Thanks, Philip. He's a good guy. He just bought a house. And the scenery, it's like heaven. It's so serene and peaceful. And I'm happy for him. Hi, RB. Well, thank you, Philip. That's very nice of you. I'll reciprocate if you like another follower. Done. I'm hearing a strange noise coming from my house. I don't know if it's a cat, because it has that. I don't know. Hi, Healing. How are you? I hope you're staying cool. I love the county fair. I love state fairs. Hi, Archibald. How are you? Hi, Mike. That's great. Owning a house, maintaining it is another thing. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, even when you buy a house nowadays, you're basically buying it for triple the cost because of the loan, right? And everything. My husband is like constantly working on stuff in the house. I'm very cool because I'm from Jersey. I'm a metal chick. And I'm in recovery. That's what's cool about me. It's shitty but true. At that point, you are literally invested. In Jersey, it's ridiculous. There's no affordable housing really in Jersey anymore. Thank God I got out of Jersey when I did in 2017. But when you buy a house in Jersey, the property taxes, all right, they're like $14,000 a year or $20,000 a year. Okay, no joke. Thanks, Healing. Well, that's what counts, Robert. What songs at here in Oklahoma are your mind's gonna be blown. Our property tax, and this is no joke, is $200. Seriously, for a whole acre, our property tax is $200 a year. Robert, there's no... Listen, in this economy, you have a right to brag. Hi, Fishing, how are you? Oh, Youngblood? I know Youngblood. Well, I don't know him personally. But yeah, I've heard his rendition of Mama, I'm Coming Home, and all that. Daniel, what's up? And Tappy, you're right. It is. I might be a breath of fresh air, but I'm sway as hell. I just say. What about parents or doctor, a tissue? Are those names of songs? Healing's like, I'm in Kentucky. I paid $15,000 for a livable home sitting on 3 acres. But that was years ago. I love it here in Oklahoma. I wouldn't change a thing. You know, I love the people here. A lot of people know that I'm a Yankee from Jersey. You know, you hear the birds? I don't know if that's a roadrunner. You hear them? Hi, Eloise, how are you? I'm rocktastic but sweaty, so you don't have to. Right on, Robert. Keep moving forward. Recovery and peace of mind is so important. And you guys, if you're in recovery, even if you're dealing with like mental illness like depression, anxiety, and stuff, just stay focused on today. That's all we have is just for today. Hi, Zeb. How are you? I know for me, I can't project to next week. That's dangerous for me. So I just have to focus on today. What am I up to? Well, I guess time will tell as the stream moves along. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It means a lot. Robert's like, I'm so glad Rocket's channel is growing. And that's, can I just say something? Hi, Doctor. Doctor, tell me the news. What's up, Doc? Nice for you to be here. Can I just say something, Robert? I need a drink. I have to pinch myself, really pinch myself at times, because I'll see the numbers, okay? And I'm like, how in the, why me? But the real question is, why not me? You know what I mean? And I had to trust the process. God is using me to share my experience, strength, and hope with you guys that you too can have a better life. I'm nobody special, believe me, I'm not. I'm just a washed-up drummer from a heavy metal band back in Jersey. That's right, Jeff. There are going to be a lot of changes to the channel, like just aesthetically. Robert's like, lost souls aren't always lost, but abandoned. Left to sink, a person who lifts another is priceless. You are absolutely special. It's because you're fabulous. You guys with your praise. I'm not trying to be like Mr. Beast or ISO Speed or anything like that, okay? I'm not. I don't want to even be called an influencer, okay? I'm just me, and that's it. Doctor's like, you're real salt of the earth, queen, a real person with a little hex power. Healing says it's hard to start a channel. I have a lot of people who watch my channel, but just a handful of subscribers. You have a wonderful personality. That's why I say humble Rocket. I'm going to Healing, I'm going to say this to you. I've been in this game for a long time. Okay? This channel was just a gaming channel, or whatever channel. It was a variety channel. It wasn't the Queen's Light Brigade. Thank you, Tappy. And I love you too, all of you. And because this channel wouldn't be where it's at if it wasn't for you guys. Okay? Not me. It's you. Right. I was going to tell you. You see my red... it involved you found a calling. I told this to Jim a few times. Hold on, I have to drink. I have to smoke a cigarette. Because we're getting serious now, guys. If I'm pulling out cigarettes, that means we're serious. And Jamie hates me being serious. Well, probably they have, but with all the Java Monster in my veins, they probably just died. They had a heart attack and just died. That would be a good animated short, actually. I'm doing my thing on YouTube, and all these mosquitoes are coming, and trying to suck on me, right? And they get a whole thing of Java Monster, and they just die. Mosquito, I'm going to say this about mosquitoes. The mosquito is New Jersey state bird. No joke. The mosquito is New Jersey state bird. Good commercial for Monster. I haven't cracked open my Monster yet. Fishing, it's like, stay with us. We will encourage you. I'm a former heroin addict, 30 years clean. Life is so beautiful now. Thank you, Yasmin. She swatted a 10-pound mosquito the other day and almost got hepatitis. All right, hold on, guys. Fishing, I love you, fishing. All right, everybody, please give him a lot of love by putting hearts in the chat and praying hands, because he deserves it, okay? Just by him sharing his story about recovery, it's helping others to say recovery is possible. So please, show Fishing love, much love for his milestone. You really, and I'm gonna, hold on, Fishing. I love you. And you just keep on keeping on. And so here's the cyber recovery hug. Cyber recovery hug! What? What are you talking about? Real recognizes real. Yeah, they do. See, Robert, that's what I'm talking. I've been working on Streamlabs. I've been trying to figure out what's going on with moderation bots. How you doing, Chad? Hi, Tierney. Hey, congratulations on your sobriety. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yasmin was interacting and the lab blocked her. Fishing says, I'm just sorry that my mother passed away before I got clean and sober. I love your glasses. Well, thank you very much. A lot of people do too. They're going to have their own channel. They're going to have their own channel. Maybe an OnlyFans channel too. I'm just kidding about that. I'm sorry, Yasmin. Sometimes I have no control over it. Healing says to stop mosquitoes from biting you, put 2 caps full of vanilla in a spray bottle with water, shake it up, and spritz all over yourself. They will leave you alone. It really works. Pamela's like, I've got 15 years of sobriety, way to go. That's awesome. Now, all right, you guys, give Pamela, congrats, girl, congrats, okay? Way to go. Keep on keeping on. Just by you sharing your story is encouraging others to get help with their addiction, alcoholism, and mental illness and stuff like that. And you're sharing your experience, faith, and hope that recovery is possible. And I love you. I do. So, Pamela, this is for you. Cyber Recovery Hug! On this channel, we celebrate our milestones, our miracles, good news, bad news. We're here to uplift each other, just spread positivity among ourselves, so it actually creates a domino effect, and you guys just spread that wildfire. The Queen's Light Brigade, creates a wildfire change to diminish the darkness in the world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness in the world, guys, but we're going to fight like hell to get rid of it. I see you, Robert. I bet you that was pretty scary, right, Skip? Like, what the hell is that? Oh, my God. Is it a ghost? We both know hearts can change. Yeah, and there's no such thing as a hopeless alcoholic or addict, guys. There really isn't. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Rocket can be a lot to take in. Just give her a minute. Yeah, I just keep going and going and going. Oh, yeah, wait, talk about energy. Wait a minute. Last night, for those that were on my stream, we took it from outside to inside, right? All right, hold on. So, you guys were in my living room and you guys were talking about the Energizer Bunny. And I was like, yeah, I feel like the Energizer Bunny, especially when I'm drinking this. Okay? So I was like, yeah, I feel like the Energizer Bunny. And you know what happened? The whole thing shut off. I guess my cell phone couldn't take it anymore. Oh my God. Hold on. What's up, Bill? I hope you got my email that I sent you. No response yet. But how's it going, Bill? I love you, Bill. Cyber love hug. I search for Rocket. What do you mean search for me? I'm munching on some panfish I caught today. Life is beautiful. And you didn't share any of it, Skip. Sharing is caring. Hi, Slime, how are you? Welcome to Friday Night SmackBack. Bam! where we're trying to smack back the heat. We're trying to smack back the fall and winter, and I'm trying to do it. I can't do it. I know, Robert. But I told you in a classy way what happened with that, right? I said it on here several times, but in a classy way. Because I don't want drama or I don't want pushback or whatever and stuff. So I'm like, it got to 108 where I am. It's gonna get hotter next week. It's gonna get hotter. I think here in Oklahoma, where we're at, near Tulsa, it's gonna be 121. I told Connie what happened. I'm just gonna say this. I bet you, okay, this is between me and Robert. So everybody just cover their ears. Robert, I bet you Dean is kicking himself in the ass a lot. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? We'll talk further. And I know a lot of people miss me over there, okay? And because people do wonder, like, what, I mean, we'll talk about it. So I'm like, I know I'm a northerner. That south, I moved south. It was my first summer. Next week, it will be 110. Robert's like, all I know from that side is Dean feels bad, and that wasn't on live. That was me and him talking, and he did not say much. Let me ask you a question, Robert. And I'm not trying to snub everybody off with this conversation, all right? Let me ask you this. I'm just curious. I want to know your thoughts on this. Do you think at times, okay, he works on this channel or he has a different screen name and he comes on here? I'm just saying. No matter what, Robert. Rowan from Belgium. I love Belgian waffles and chocolate. How are you? Well, son, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate you. Stay cool. And I'm going to tell you something. When I moved here to Oklahoma, my first summer, wow, this is really hot. Like, you know, because when you walk out the door, within 30 seconds, you're drenched in sweat. Robert's a good guy. We have a lot of fun, you know, doing a lot of shenanigans when I'm on my stream in my WILDFIRE studios. What's up, Tyson? CYBERRR! I've never said this before, but you can call me him. You can call me him, he, now. Wow. You can just call me, well, Jersey. Or no, Jersey Yankee and Junkie. How about that? Maggie, how are you? Cap World, what's up? How are you? Oh. All right. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Chocolate. A lot of people think my glasses are pretty cool. It's my signature look. I feel naked without them. Alright, so, hold on. Pam says this. I don't know about you, but I like knowing what I did the next night before. Well, when I was in my addiction and all that, I didn't care. I really didn't. I didn't care about my bad reputation. I really didn't. You know? Because that's how I was. Now, it's like I wake up with no hangover, no headache, you know, no looking over at the other side of the bed saying, who the hell is this? Right? Oh my, oh. Hold on. All right, so wait a minute. So Maggie was like, I've been mentally drained lately, so start to paint, but I'm not very good at it. Yeah, but if you have more practice time on the canvas, you'll get better. Watch Bob Ross while you paint. Like whatever he does, you do. And it's not going to look the same, but at least, you know, you'll feel accomplished on painting something that you're proud of, right? And Robert's like, and I'll say this for the new people, you cannot offend me or it's very hard, and not the end of the world if you do. I'll tell you before any snap judgments. Fishing is like, I was ashamed of my addiction for years, but the only way I got help was to seek professional help and tell them everything. It was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I have a glass of water. I've been drinking it. So Robert asked, what do you like to paint as an outlet, Mag? Tappy, I come back again, Queenie. I appreciate you, Tappy. Shame is a powerful motivator. Sometimes some may disagree, but there's a difference between good shame and bad shame. Yeah. Nautical, is that Fibonacci? Sorry, I'm not trying. You're lucky you get to spend time in nature. Yeah! At least I'm not locked up in a jail cell or a psych ward or in the grave. I'm grateful for that. Hold on. Jeffrey's like, their systems makes easier depending on what type of art. Fishing is like, it's a compliment. Too bad you weren't chatting last night. He would be a good friend to chat with. Robert is like, take a break. Fib, a drive to the woods, silence, it's pure therapy. Robert's like buying a motorcycle for me. Yeah, I can't come out here just to feel sweaty. That's the life, guys. Just feeling sweaty all the time in Rocklahoma in the summer. And chat with you. I battle the heat just so you don't have to. Thank you, Word. Thank you very much. You should be so proud. YouTube can be very good for learning. Yes, it can. Jim, learn how to play the acoustic guitar from YouTube. It's one of the better things YouTube is used for. Do you know, and I'm not trying to glorify this or anything, but do you know YouTube will block me from a certain, say, sure, I put out, but yet, they still have, for educational purposes only, okay? You get the quotes, right? They show videos on how to make crack cocaine 13 years ago, but it's for educational purposes only. And when I report it, nothing gets done. Or, as I call him, Donnie Boy. Last year, I wanted to buy a paint set. You know, like with an easel and whatever. And they have good deals on paint sets on Amazon. Right? I wanted to do that. And I didn't. And because wouldn't that be fabulous if I did that on stream? If I love an artist, I nickname him Christopherson, Chrissy Boy, George Jones, Georgie Boy, etc. R.I.P. to Chris Christopherson. Say that 3 times. The Chrissy Boy, I'll say. Yeah, Jeffrey's like, yeah, acrylics are awesome. Do you paint, Jeff? Willie Nelson, yep. He's not doing too good with his health. He did actually a remake of the song by Journey with Steve Perry. The one song I love by Willie Nelson is Always on My Mind. Every time I hear that song, I cry. Hello, Bullocks. How are you on this fine Friday evening? He wrote a lot of songs for Patsy Cline too. Like crazy, na na, feeling so lonely. Crazy, just for feeling so blue. Crazy, just by being in this heat wave makes me sweaty. What's up, Paul? Are you galloping away here on stream? Huh? How are you, Paul? Cyber Love Hug! Kentucky Bluegrass. I'm just enjoying the weather, sweating it up for you guys so you don't have to, you know. No, he wrote it. No! No. Oh my God. He walked off. Oh my God. He just... That's the second time he's done that on stream. Second time. And the first time he got me, I got him back. This is war. War, I tell you. War. It's going to be the worst war in history on this channel. What? Oh my God. Oh my word. Rick, what's up? Did you see that? Me backing up. What's going on? Forget you tell me. Nobody hurt me. But I'm going to get my revenge. I know that. And you know how he just walked off pretty quick because he knew what was coming. Now watch, all this water that he poured on me will evaporate within, 20 minutes. The audio is funky. Yeah, when he did that, he got my phone wet. Yeah, because I wiped it off. You tell me last. All right. You gotta love Jim, right? Who was here when we did the Friday night SmackBack frisbee battle? Thank you, Gregory. That freaked me out a bit. I thought you were getting hurt, attacked violently. Glad it was just playing around. I know you were. Are you staying cool, Rick? You saw what happened with Jim, right? Robert's like, you wouldn't even know if Rocket was in danger. Oh my God. I will admit though, something guys, it did cool me off. Yeah, that dang Bruce the Bigfoot got me. Rocket's pure acoustics. I'm glad, Rick, because next week it's going to be even hotter. In our area in Tulsa, okay, it's going to be like 121 in our area in Tulsa. Talk about global warming, right? Damn Democrats. Where's my son? My son, for those that don't know, is in Portland, Oregon. From what I know, maybe he doesn't live in Portland anymore. I don't know. My son is addicted to meth, to fentanyl, to alcohol, and God knows what else. He's homeless. His ex-girlfriend, I call her his ex-girlfriend now because I think she's pretty much moved on, but we don't know yet, right? But I'm there to support her in every which way. You know, I wish my son would get help soon, but I pray about it every day. So please have your thoughts go out to my son Sean, and let's hope that he gets the treatment, the help soon, because I seriously don't want to get a phone call from a Portland detective or wherever else he is at, you know, saying we found his son. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Rusty. Fishing. A few years ago, this is before he was homeless, you know, and he was working Okay? He had his own place, but he lost it because of the drugs and all that. And Jim said if he needs help getting back on his feet, yeah, we would love to have him here. Thanks, Paul. What, Robert? Who doesn't like the 50s music, right? Hold on. Rick says, you're fucking with me, right? Or did I accidentally offend you at some point? Oh. Hold on. He doesn't like that Civil War style music. Paul C says if Sean is on, all that he's going to need is intense therapy, recovery. Robert's like, I'm blind, bro. Him more than that. Well, deaf. Well, you and Jim have something in common, Robert. I don't need glasses. No, and he's not deaf, no. I know a little bit of, sign language like this. See? I love you guys. Getting back with the topic of Sean, I use my mother's playbook on tough love because her playbook on me, well, I was in my addiction, helped a lot. And for him to come back to this house, he has to really complete a program. That's right. The future's so bright, you gotta wear shades. Good song. Yeah. It's, let's be realistic, guys. I know for myself, I knew I needed help, but I kept pushing the envelope. And I didn't care if I died. I didn't care if I lived. You know what I mean? Especially the way things were going in my life at that time, where I had to relinquish my parental rights with my daughter. Okay, that gave me more of an excuse to use. You know what I mean? And so, but I was doing it for everybody else. I was doing it for my mom, my kids, probation, the judge, and it didn't work. Even though I was in rehabs and stuff, and the seeds were planted in my brain, and believe me, there were times where, it was a total buzzkill because either the counselors or my sponsors or whatever, they were like talking to me. You know what I'm talking about, Jamie. And Jamie's like, yeah, pain must outweigh their pride and ego. He's seen me, Paul. He really has. He's seen me at my best, and he's seen me at my worst. And he was involved with the family programs they have, sometimes in rehab. Before you get to visit your family, it was a requirement, like, in Turning Point and Cedar Grove, New Jersey, that my family had to go to family meetings on, say, Saturday, and then Sunday we get to visit with each other. That's why I tell you guys, he's just existing in Portland, just like I was just existing, just like all of us were existing. Where are you from, Adam? Fishing is like, he has a lot of pride, but still needs to be vulnerable and ask for help. He takes after his mother. You are? So you're making moose soup, but you're living in Portland. Are you gonna start a soup kitchen in Portland? And call it Moose's Soup Kitchen? Oh, that's interesting, Adam. Yeah, the Moose Lodge. Right. The Grand Poobah, right? They have those hats. Where does he? Oh, he lives in Alaska. I'll tell you something about a moose. When I was a little girl, my grandfather and my father and my uncles used to go to Prince Edward Island in Canada. They did a lot of hunting there and a lot of fishing. So when my grandfather still had the house in Cliffside Park, New Jersey, my parents and I, we would visit them. And he had a moose head above the fireplace. And I would call that moose Harry. So I'm like, I want to pet him, I want to pet him, I want to pet Harry. And I used to love petting him. And every time I see a moose head, like even at a restaurant, there's a restaurant called Golden Steakhouse. They have a moose head, and I'll pet it. Yeah. So my husband, we met on Xbox. My husband and I. All right. But I got him a game called the Call of the Wild. It's a hunting game. The most realistic hunting game on Xbox, right? Yeah, your story was very moving. Yeah, sit back, relax. Fishing. This is gonna turn out to be Ripley's Believe It or Not pretty soon. Maybe I should have like a segment with that, like Rocket's, Believe It or Not, like Ripley's Believe It or Not. It's gonna be Rocket's Believe It or Not. All right, Adam. Thanks for dropping in. Fred's like, hey, Rocket, you look awesome rocking them glasses. Well, thank you very much, sir. They're my signature look. I get more comments about my glasses more than anything. You know. So my glasses are gonna have an OnlyFans page. How about that? I have to say that, because I don't mean Tappy. Where's Robert? He'll get the joke. Ryan, you tell me. Hi, Short Bus, how are you? Welcome to Queen's Light Brigade. Welcome to Friday Night SmackBack, where we are trying to smack back the heat. Anyway, so, I came out here earlier than just like 7 or 8 o'clock to have more time with you guys outside, because it's more relaxing, out here. You know? Hi, Duck, what's up? I bet it is. Hold on. Hi, short bus. How was my day? It was actually pretty awesome. My pain level in my back is at a terrible level. I can imagine the heat in Texas too. But like I said, it's going to be hotter next week for everybody. Do you have air conditioning, Duck? Rick's air conditioning conked out Monday. He had to get it fixed. YouTube, Sabworthy, Rocket Queen is my favorite queen. So you would take me over Mississippi Queen? Mississippi Queen, you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen, you know what I mean. Yeah, you guys really need to prepare for like what's to come next week with the heat, you know. And don't, if you have pets, do not put your pets out there, even for a couple minutes. Paul's like, I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. Born in Orlando, Florida, so I know Southern heat. Rolling on the river. Should I do the Tina Turner shimmy shake? Or that would just break the internet? We're already in a heat wave, but it's gonna get worse. Ooh, that smell! Can't you smell that smell? You fool you! That's one of my favorite songs from Leonard Skinner. Short bus is like, yeah, you're old school, I like it. Yeah, that's why I don't do California sober either. Yes, Paul. One of my favorite songs. And one of my favorite songs is too by Metallica, Master of Puppets. That's my first best song about addiction. And then Leonard Skinner is, you know, That Smell. It could be heroin, but yeah, it is about cocaine addiction. Old Van Halen, running with the devil, yeah. Eruption, baby. I like old watermelon too. We had some for our 4th of July. Hi, Joe, what's up? Wait, hold on. I love you, Joe. Oh, Joe, oh, Joe, oh, Joe. Hey, Joe. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Right? Maybe that's a good thing to save your ears a little bit. I wish I could mute myself sometimes because I drive myself crazy with my voice. Thank you, YouTube Sabworthy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. You know, this Queens Light Brigade is about lifting people up, having fun, helping each other out, you know, if they're going through issues, encouraging them to get some help if they're struggling with drugs, alcohol, and or mental illness. Hi, Stargazer, how are you? Paul is like, I pretty much grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. I visited Ryan Van Zandt's grave 4 times. I've read 2 books on Skinner. Yeah, you know, Paul, they had no original bands in Lynyrd Skynyrd. Or even with Foreigner, the band Foreigner. There's no original members whatsoever with Foreigner. So kids, a few generations from us, will say, oh, that's Foreigner, oh, they're so cool, they're so rockin' or whatever. It's not even them. They signed off. Mick Jones signed off. Lou Graham signed off. You're welcome, Jeff. I try, and I don't give advice, I only suggest things, you know? And if you guys ever need to talk, just say it in the chat, and we can talk about it. There's a whole bunch of great, awesome, rocktastic people here that will help you also, that will support you. Wait, Patty? Where's Patty? Where is Patty? YouTube Sabworthy. Hold on. Hold on. Baby, hold on. YouTube Sabworthy. Put hearts in the chat for YouTube Sabworthy and praying hands because he's celebrating 2 years off of opiates. And pat yourself on the back, okay? And just keep on keeping on. And we're here for you, Sabworthy. We really are. Okay, so hold on. So YouTube Stabworthy Cyber Recovery Hug! Just by you sharing your story helps others. You know that, right? So I thank you. So Johnny, hold on. Now decades sober, clean as an OCD person. Hands, I got the crazy eyes though. They just point at the light instead of the pipe. I kind of like that. Johnny, how long has it been, Johnny? Inquiring minds want to know. How many years? You can celebrate your recovery too. Yes, it is. Believe me, I might be clean and sober, but I'm not dead. I still know how to have a good time. I still can get wild and crazy. 36 years? Or that's how old you are. I'm just clarifying, that's all. Hi, mister, how are you? Welcome to the Queens Light Brigade's Friday Night SMACKBACK. Bam! Is Johnny still here or no? But Johnny, just by you sharing your story, you're sharing your experience, strength, and hope with people that they too can have a better life clean and sober. And rocktastic, right? So, Johnny, I'm going to give you a cyber recovery hug. Cyber recovery hug! At times it was, yeah. Uncle. The depression, the crash of the crack, freebase, whatever, all right, it was bad at times, especially towards the end. You know, but I never got paranoid from it or anything. I would stay up for days. But I had friends that were acting all palsiated after a hit, and that was like a total buzzkill, or they would, go on the floor and, try to, find rocks or whatever, but that's why, I like the dope so much. I'm not glorifying the dope either, okay? Because it brought me down. But that crack ate up that dope a lot. So I would have to take more just to feel down. You know what I mean? Thank you, Uncle. I appreciate you. Hold on, wait. And pause like Bigfoot is peeking from around that tree behind you, picking his nose. Is he really? Ew! Or is it like an inchworm? Isn't... You know how inchworms look like boogers? Whatever. Hi, Austin. How are you? I'm doing rocktastic, and I'm battling the heat so you guys don't have to. It's Friday night SMACKBACK. We're smacking back the heat. This is episode 4. My husband always says to me, are you going out there today because it's like 91 degrees out? I'm like, yeah, I am. He's like, okay, you know. And here I'm like dripping down with sweat and whatever. Hi, Ren, how are you? I love a sober queen too. How about that? I think my husband does. Living the dream, sis. I dig the glasses. Thank you, Austin. I love them too. I feel naked without them. I'm just glad Jim never got to see me the way I got from the drugs. I tell him, just be thankful you never saw me like that. Because I wouldn't even want to get to know me if I saw me like that. You know what I mean? Thanks, Joe. Yeah, we were supposed to have a funeral for my other glasses, but oh well. Tell me about your recovery, Ren. We all want to hear it. Because just by you sharing your story about recovery, no matter if it's about alcohol, drugs, maybe OCD, like, how people from OCD goes through their rituals and whatever. Oh, they just died off. They've had a hard life with my other glasses. Hi, Samantha. How are you? I hope you're staying cool. So, Ren, yeah, tell us about your recovery. I need... Whew. You know what? Hold on. Sabworthy. I wish my husband said that when he proposed to me. I love you, Sabworthy. That was a good one. So Paul says a part of recovery is sharing your story and perhaps helping others. Yes. So Ren's like, oh well, I struggled with self-harm and I got to a pretty bad point, and finding the right supports, meds, and therapy, I was able to turn shit around. Way to go, Ren! I am so proud of you. Everybody give hearts to Ren and actually give praying hands to Ren. He deserves it. You deserve it. And thank you for sharing your story. Hold on. I love you, Ren. That took a lot of courage for you to type out and to press send. And just by sharing your story, you are helping others. God bless you, my friend. So I'm going to give you a cyber recovery hug. Ready? Cyber recovery hug! I feel the same way, Ren. Recovery is recovery. And a lot of people think recovery is like from surgery or recovery is like from drugs and alcohol. But people can recover from mental illness too. Like say with OCD or self-harm or whatever, you know what I mean? Keep on keeping on. If you ever need to talk to me and stuff, I'm always available. Are you married, Ren? Hi, Samantha. God bless everyone. Hold on. So Ren's like, not yet, but my girlfriend and I have been together for a few years. And I know she supports you, right? How did... Oh, damn frickin'... How did you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking? What's up, Melanie? Hope you're staying cool. Online, haha. There's nothing wrong with that. Hi, McRhythm, how are you? Good day to you. I hope you're staying cool. All right, Rick, stay safe. I love you, brother. Oh, well, thank you very much. I bet you're cooler. You know why? I bet you do the DJ thing, right? The scratching. You're from Audie, you've been here before. And Jamie's like, yeah, be good or good at it. I love the shades. Thank you very much. Haha, maybe. Maybe you can provide some entertainment for us. Mick. Instead of me talking all the time, it'd be pleasure to everybody's ears if you did that instead of me talking. All right, so wait a minute. Hold on, Ren. I have to do this. Oh. Now, I've been out here for 2 hours, right? And this was solid ice. Look at it. He knows that I haven't been drinking Java Monster either, right? All right, so Ren, hold on. Hydrate, yeah. Oh, I know you, Jamie. You notice everything. How many cigarettes have I smoked, Jamie? How many cigarettes have I smoked so far? Ren, I'm gonna tell you something. And there's my Boston baby. I was gonna come up with something. I was gonna say, there's my Boston bean. Never mind. I love you, Bill. You know that. Hold on. Oh, Bill. Check out Boston Bill's channel too, by the way. I think Bruce the Bigfoot farted. Yeah, I heard a like that. So, you got cyber hug, cyber love hug. See, McRhythmic, right? That should go along with that scratching when I do that. Recovery specialists and mental health issues, etc., etc., etc. Wait, hold on. Let's see. All right, hold on. Ren, I'm trying to get to you. That's why you and I should do like a show, like a collaboration or something. Because we have a lot in common. And all that. Ren, are you still here? Because I want to tell you something. I met my husband on Xbox, okay? And I was totally against, long distance relationships and whatever. And at that time, my husband passed away. And this year it would have been 15 years. But during that time, when I met Jim, it was 3 years. And I was still on that wicked roller coaster of the grieving process. And I couldn't get off it. And so my son, Sean, gave me my first Xbox. This was during 2014 Christmas. That's when the Lizard Squad did a DOS attack on Microsoft or whatever, right? And so, a friend of mine was sharing, like, music videos. And I'm like, how do you do that? He said, I'll teach you and stuff. But they were like montages of clips, of kills and all that stuff, all right? So he taught me how to do it. So my first ever video on Xbox was I Am Rocket Queen. And that was my calling card. So I shared it with my friend. So Jim saw it and says, oh, nice choice of music. I'm like, oh, this is my first video. I'll get better, blah, 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 whatever, right? So I looked on his profile and stuff, and all I saw on his profile, his pic, was glasses, like shades. And I'm like, oh, and I said, this guy's married and all that stuff. But I noticed he liked pinball. And so I said, well, I like to play pinball and all that stuff, and I want to go against you. Yeah, of all things, Joe, Xbox. But I wasn't interested interested in like hooking up with anybody or whatever. You were blue. Bill's not lying. I'm not lying. Oh, he doesn't. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that, this. I tell you all the time, I appreciate you and what you do. And everything else and stuff, so. Alright, there. Thank you, Buckster. Yeah, this. I appreciate you so much for what you do for this channel, and everybody else does too. And I know it can be frustrating at times being a moderator. I get that. All right, it's frustrating for anybody. Oh yeah, on. It's your. Hold on. This whole. Oh my word. My YouTube chat just froze. Oh. Hold on. So. I knew you were gonna come up with something like that, Dish. Alright. No, but it wasn't for me. I think it's like the humidity from the phone. I don't know. Alright, minute. Oh man. The joys of streaming, guys. It's worth it though. Alright. Boston Bill is paying the water bill. Kent Washington. Philip. Kent Washington. Who had a birthday just now? That was 40 something. Hold on. David? All right, so hold on. David is having a birthday today. He just turned 42. Way to go. Happy birthday. I'm going to give you a happy cyber birthday hug to David. Happy birthday, David. Cyber happy birthday hug. will sing you a happy birthday tune. You ready for this? It's not like Lady Gaga or Ella Fitzgerald, but oh well. You ready for this? All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy birthday to you and many more. That was like my Marilyn Monroe impression. You ever see that clip of Marilyn Monroe when JFK had his birthday at Madison Square Garden and she was so drugged up and stuff and she's like, happy birthday. Oh, wait, hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Like, I mean, she was so screwed up. Rick, don't worry about it. You'll be forgiven. Well, so are we. We're out in the sticks. We're out in the hick sticks. I say that with endearment, by the way, too. But, oh. For the longest time, with our rinky-dink telephone company, we only had like 25 up or 10 down, or I forget, but so, oh my God, I can't. Bozemer Media. Slay, clock it when you are sunshine. Rick's like, yeah, Jamie, living in the woods has that effect sometimes. Jim is trying to find property down southeastern Oklahoma. You know why that is? Because he wants to hunt for Bigfoot. That's why. Rick's like been raining about every day since I got back from West Virginia. I think it rained here for a little bit, but not much. Hee hee. Like that? Just hee hee. And do the moonwalk or do the hick walk. No, do the recovery walk. How about that? Strutting. That's my recovery walk, strutting. Have my chest out, strutting. Nope. Say, you know about that song? Back in what, 1983? Paul McCartney and him, they did a couple songs together, right? Hold on. But Michael was trying to buy up the Beatles catalog. He was trying to con Paul McCartney. That's right. Or nodding. How about that? Nodding to staggering to strutting. No, he didn't. He was oh, maybe he did. Then Michael Jackson married Lisa Marie Presley because he really had an obsession with Elvis Presley. Yeah. Thanks, USA. They're my signature look. Yeah, but Michael Jackson was a con artist. When it came to, doing record deals and all that stuff. Butters, what's up? Let me melt into you, Butters. Hello, Butters. Cyber love hug. Not only am I sweaty, but I'm buttery. Rick Springfield. Rick Springfield, Jesse's girl. He still looks hot, Rick Springfield. But I just noticed something, like there was an interview with him, and he actually took acid. But he had a deep depression too. Yeah, Michael Jackson was a showman. I have to stand up, guys. Hold on. Hold on, give me a minute. Oh! So, what you see right here is my woods. And about a year and a half ago, we had a wildfire here, and we almost lost our house. But it's now very green and lush, and Jim likes to go take a hike. We have trail cams around here. And yeah, there we go. That's a part of the path. But we've had coyotes a couple of nights ago in this area. Pretty cool, right? Oh. I had to get up and stretch because my back was getting up that certain level. And all that. So wait a minute. Yes, we know. Yeah, Gary, Indiana. And his house is a historical site, by the way. Disband some want the rent so they can screw stuff up on the channel. We have stats, equal amounts of all for all to enjoy. How you doing? I'm doing good. No hospital stays yet this week. And this pan's like at Evil Rick. I'm biting my tongue so hard it's bleeding. And no, I'm not talking about you, obviously. Whatever, but Butter's like, yeah, with verticals, you get a lot of swipes or keyboard warriors, as I like to call them. Well, or no, dumb thugs. And the swirlies are happening. The swirlies. Duck guess. Guess Duck. And for those that know me, don't tell them, or you're gonna get banned. I love you, Butters. You just melt my heart. Rock. Jamie's like, yeah, see you guys you guys are naughty. Thank you, Merkman. Are you okay, Joe? I love you. I hope you don't think I was snubbing you off or anything. I love you, Joe. I love you, girlfriend. I love all the support. I love you give me, and just being a part of the Queen's Library means a lot to me and to everybody here. So, Cyber Love Hug! Up close and bird. I see you. I have my eye on you. Yes, I do. I have my eye on you. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Hi. There we go. Alright, I wasn't trying to snub you off. You know me, and God bless you too, Joe. It gets so crazy around here at times, and for those that don't know me, I try to acknowledge everybody in the chat, in the trolls sometimes, if it's worth it. 67, yes I do. Fishing, you're going to? The Stony Scorpion 420. Oh, I love your glasses. You're from Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby. I'm telling you, Vegas has changed for the worse. I love Vegas. I am nice now. I love you, fish. I stay cool, stay safe, and put the word human back to humanity. Appreciate you. So, cyber lover! 5 a.m. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Alright, so there was a joke. Somebody was being a gesture in the chat. And I'm going to say it. Okay? I am going to say it. First, I need a drink of water. But, trilobites, I appreciate you being here, believe it or not. I hope you're staying nice and cool. So, I'm going to tell this joke to you guys, alright? As by trilobites. So, here's the joke. Two deer came walking out of a bar. One says to the other, I can't believe you blew $20. Apparently she was a lot fawn. Instead of a lot fawn. There you go. Yes, it was. And 5 more years to retirement. Fishing, you should check out the one video I just put up with Ralph Pastanato, the postman, and maybe you would get a laugh at it. It's gone? Was it a bug? It was a bug? And Earl says, I got two more fishing. Yeah, it's Ralph Pastanato. I just put it up today, I think, or yesterday. U.S. Steel? 31 years, wow, that's a long time. Is that in Pennsylvania, Earl? You know, by Pittsburgh? It is. My husband used to work for Nordam for 22 years. He worked night. Oh. Indiana. Yeah, my husband worked for Nordam for 22 years as a aviation company in Owasso, and he was making like the shells of airplanes and whatever. And so he left last July. So, but that company is a family-run company. Oh, I made him a mod, all right. Dish. Fish is like, I'm just doing some dishes. Can't go to bed without anything in the sink. I got a lot of OCD going on. I feel the same way. Dish. I do. I think everybody has OCD to some point. Hi, Bear Norther from Wisconsin. Are you a cheesehead? Alright, hold on. Butters is like, my jobs are boring though. I strip and wax hospital floors on overnights. Oh, you're from Ohio. Whereabouts in Ohio, Bear? And Earl's like, I am so ready to retire. It's going to be in the high 90s next week out there. Galapagos? I never heard of it. Do you draw on the wet paint? Butters, I have a feeling you do that. Like, you like, fuck this job. And then just made over it. Or take this job and shove it and then made over it. Right? I think that's what I would do. I'm not from Australia. My grandmother was born in New Zealand, though. What sucks is they changed the retirement age to what? 65? Somebody check that out for me. And the cost of living is getting so high, even in Oklahoma, okay? And there are people, like say, Walmart readers or whatever, that have to work a part-time jobs just to make ends meet. Unfortunately not, if I mess it up, I'm also the one that has to fix it. I think 62, but 65 for full. I don't know if that's right. Short bus is like, we all need to live like the Amos. I respect the Amos. Back in 2006, there was a horrific shooting at a schoolhouse in Lancaster County, okay? And so, I forget the death toll, but a lot of girls were killed during that incident. But you know what that community did? the Amish community. They actually went to the perpetrator's wife's house and said, "We forgive you." Hi, Rochelle. One day at a time, baby. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. I'll only be 54, but I'll do something part-time with my pension. I'll collect at 62. Never heard it said like that before. Amish. That's what they're called, Amish. Surrogate or anyone born after 1960 is 67. You heard that right. Oh, here we go with the No, it's Amish. Amish. No, the way you say it, guys. You have it all wrong. It's Amish. Now, it's Amish. My husband and I had the same argument. And it's Amish. Well, maybe they can help decide who's right, but I know I'm right. Amish. I used to go to Kutztown, Pennsylvania. They have a huge Amish festival, like a fair. And we used to go there all the time. It's Amish. Kimberly's like, all the Amish don't talk like that. So you guys do a poll. I know I'm right. This man what? What did I just do? What is everybody talking about? I did? No, I didn't. Wait, hold on. I don't know how to do it. Restore, how are you? Let me give you a cyber hug. Cyber love hug! Yeah, I know. I have to fix it later. Okay, guys, I'll fix it. Like everything else. The joys of streaming. Yeah, Jamie is a dude. Alright, so I'm gonna do this, guys. Alright, real quick. Yes, I do. I go to AA. For those that don't know me, I'm Rock Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. And I've been clean from crack and heroin since 2004, alcohol since 2011, and yes, I do go to meetings. Do you? Rochelle? And I'm just a rocket queen. Is it a woman's meeting? Rochelle? I'm sorry, Restored. Hi, son. Hello, Mom. How is it from across the pond? Is it your home group? Oh my God. Where I come from, we call it bitch and moan sessions. Back in Jersey. I bet you are. It's hot all over. You go to men's meetings only? Wait, hold on. You too. Thank you for dropping by. Thanks, Mom. Everybody does. Everybody does. I have an idea, guys. We're going to do this, all right, with Rochelle. All right? Because this is a recovery community. It's an uplifting community. And all that. And we're just going to switch gears for a little bit. Okay? And my lighter does not work now. That's nice. Alright. So, I have cards, right? And it's like, ask me anything. Recovery edition. And you can find these cards on Amazon. And I love using these cards sometimes. So I'm going to pick a card, okay? I'll just pick one. No! No tarot cards. Okay, so here's the card, and here's the question. And it says this. Are you a people pleaser? Would you rather lie than cause a scene? I'm going to say this right off the bat. No, I'm not. And yes, I'm very outspoken. And yeah, I would cause a scene. Ask Jim. He knows me all too well. So what about you, Rochelle? You don't have to answer him if you don't want. But anybody. Even when I whisper, I cause a scene. But this is the voice of wisdom. Remember that. So, any takers for this card? I'll ask the question again. Are you a people pleaser? Would you rather lie than cause a scene? Rochelle says, yes, I'm a people pleaser. That's why I also go to Codependency Anonymous meetings too. I never went to Codependency Anonymous. I mean, that's like Al-Anon, right? But that's good. You mix it up, Rochelle. With, do you go to therapy too? Yeah, it's so right. This man's like, I bite my tongue all the time to keep the peace. I won't lie, and if they don't like it, that's their problem, not mine. Right! Hold on, guys. I have a... It's a good way to be. I stir up the shit and then go away. To me, you have... Listen, you're on here, guys, all right? I've been in this streaming game for a long time. And I know I'm not going to please everybody. Okay? I know that. Alright? If they come in here for the first time, you know, maybe they're struggling with drugs or alcohol, or maybe they're struggling with mental illness like depression or, you know, whatever, right? Or, you know, we're talking about something else. Alright? And if they don't like the way I talk, or look, or whatever, oh well, it's their loss, you know? It's 3 o'clock a.m. in the UK, so I will bid you good night for now. Mom, thanks for showing up. Let me give you a cyber hug real quick. Thank you. Have a good rest. Stay cool. Cyber love hug. Look. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm really getting drenched, and the mosquitoes are having a field day with me. I'll admit. I'm trying to figure out a plan right now. Have a good night, Rochelle. And thank you for participating in the card game. I appreciate you. I love you. Super love hug. Oh, crap. Delightful. No, they didn't raise from the dead. These are my original ones, my red ones. We're gonna have like a funeral for my glasses, but it's so freaking hot. Hi, Daryl, what's up? I'm bowing the heat so you guys don't have to. It's SMACKBACK. It's Friday SMACKBACK. Bam, we're trying to smack back the heat, and guess who's winning? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm really getting I feel like I'm getting like heat exhaustion. I've been on here for almost 3 hours. So, do I live in the country? Yes, I do. I love it here. I'm just glad I got out of Jersey when I did. Back in 2017. Alright, so listen, guys. This is the plan. I am going to turn off the stream. Right? I need a break. I really need to chill out and maybe stretch up my back out. Okay? No, I think it's because of the heat. I think it's because of the heat. It's getting to me. And I've been on here for 3 hours. And Jim, you missed Jim pouring, sneaking up on me and pouring water on me and stuff. But, so, yeah. Have a great night. Let us know when you're going to have the funeral, please. I'll let Jim know. Actually, we do have a hole dug up. But yeah, guys, I love you all. You guys make the Queen's Light Brigade, not me. It's you. Okay? And spread that wildfire out. Be positive with people, be the light in the world. Do some random acts of kindness and stuff. Let's bring the word human back into humanity. And that's what we're trying to do, guys, right? One day at a time. One flame at a time. One wildfire at a time, right? So with that, guys, So without further ado, I'm shutting down the stream. So thank you all for being here and being a part of the Queens Light Brigade. And you just watched Friday Night SmackBack. Well, I buy all the heat, and guess who won? The Heat did. So have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Be a good human. Love you. I love you guys. Cyber lover!